So, astute watchers of this will recognise that this technically isn't the first time we've been at Rockfront in this series. In fact, I think we've been here several times. Rockfront is... I'm trying to remember, is it a planet? Or is it like one of the moons of one of the planets? It's one of the inhabited places of the system we currently reside in. We've been here a few times in flashbacks. There was the radio station towards the start of the game, which I think took part on Rockfront at the broadcasting, which was... It was either Ariane or it was someone related to her. I can't quite recall. I'd have to look it back and I'd probably be able to work that out. There was also the scene at like a school or a library of something, which I think was through the eyes of Issa, who saw... Well, must have been Ariane getting like attacked by several people and like harassed and such, which would suggest that Issa is also a friend, an old friend of Ariane. But then that doesn't make sense, because then if that's the case, and all this time has passed, like, she'd be dead. Why would Issa be here? Unless Issa is also a construct of whatever's going on. The theory is that Ariane's presence is either warping or being used to warp the surroundings around. Like, although we're at Rockfront, we're not there, obviously. We're clearly not. And shit has gone horribly wrong. And we're in, like, some kind of construct of some design. So when Issa said she was here to look for someone, I mean, it is a little bit messy, but I think I'm starting to put the pieces together of what's going on here. But I think there's still more that we haven't worked out. Someone is being used by someone else, sort of thing. Anyways, we got to find it, work this moon's more, so we can get to whatever's back there. That is the key to all of this. We have some areas to do. We know where to get the pipe, but obviously our inventory has been difficult. We've got the flare gun now because clearly the game is basically telling us that we're going to have to get involved in some warfare around here. And we cannot keep dodging around. Everything just hurts too much at this point, so we've got to just be prepared to go to war. Yeah, obviously that ain't going to work. So, that we can't go through. There was further down here, but I never got a chance to explore. Let's go exploring. So, the flare gun is basically just, I'm going to insta-kill something. Damn, I got hit by that? That's fucking bad. Shit. At least that thing is completely erased, so that's good. So that takes us to here, which we can't do anything with right now. At least you've identified that the other rooms were not usable. Okay. So, I think that's what we want to do basically. We want to use the flare gun, shots on like the really heavy enemies, and then kind of try and manipulate it from there. That's the other side. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that kind of loops in on itself. So, okay, let's go back upstairs then, I guess. I'm gonna have to dodge all this shit again. It's gonna be tricky. I was like, what? That worked? I gotta say that having this extra armor though is pretty damn nice. So this is room 0512. Also notice that it's warping. This is definitely of note. Right, we're gonna flare gun this fucker. There we go. Now the thing is with these, yeah, let's make sure it dies. So yeah, it will eventually burn to death. If we can kick it, it will go down quicker. Okay, let's get in here. So, there are two things we need specifically. We'll read this in a second. We need this, but there is items dotted around as well. Right. targeting sometimes a little... I don't want to say jank is the word. Alright. Take their patches. Take that. Right, you need to go down as well, I guess. It's not too bad. How many is it? Don't know. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, we want to... I think this is the best thing for it. Use the flare gun to take out the real powerful enemies. It's going to make our lives a lot easier. And then I can try to negotiate my way around the various Yule units and such. I think that's the best thing for us to do around here. Far from perfect, but it will do. Okay, let's keep gradually using these patches. And I want to take the pipe over to here. Okay. And that will disable the gas. I can't react mess with that, can I? No, just curious. Let's go this way first. A refuse dump. Some revolver rounds, which I would like. A blue diskette. Ah, I see. Okay, use that one. We need to take this back to there, the computer. I don't know what we're going to find on it, but I think that's what we've got to do. Whoa. Yeah, you see how we're now back at, like, Sierpinski, kind of? Some acetone. That's for the painting. But occasionally it's, like, almost like the visions and what we're seeing occasionally. Like, we almost, like, break through it. It's really weird. We can drop down the meat grinder. That I want to. That seems a terrible idea. Fuck it. Metro station. Notice that on the... Million stars, Imperial blockade continues. Due to the ongoing transit of Kitzer, the ration shipments in Venator have been disrupted by Imperial forces again. Houston citizens must starve for yet another month as missile frigates in Kitzer orbit critically damage one of our humanitarian convoys, send diplomatic efforts of the Empire into another crisis. The orbit of Kitzer will continue to block free travel between Venator, Copfront, and Heimat for another 8 seasons, which leaves our liberation troops of Venator stranded on the desolate ocean world with minimal support. Coins will continue to be sent despite the Imperial blockade, and if Perseverance can rebuild what remains of Venator. What was the other thing we saw? Monfest. The seasonal Monfest celebration, a young but well-established tradition in Rockfront, will not be allowed to take place until further notice, which the Public Office has announced today. There's a credible threat to public safety. It's currently under Protector investigation. Citizens are only to leave home for work and report suspicious activities to their warden. When pressed about the rumours of an Imperial spy living in Sector C, the Public Office only repeated their appeal to citizens to report suspicious activities to a Protector. Monfest. Ugh. Tarot cards. Okay. Well, that's good to know that's there. We'll have to come back for that, of course, but our inventory is busy. Oh, shit. Come on. Why is it going to be so far away? Yeah, you see the damage you're taking? Got fucking combat as well in the midst of all this. Fucking Calibraries. Okay. I don't know if I should have jumped down, truthfully. I assume there is a way for me to get back up. I'm a little bit worried about me dropping down here. There was more that I wanted to do up there for sure. Oh well. Anyways, drop those. Drop those. What we got here? A patient key. Room 512. Okay, so that's back for up there. Okay, that's good. Alright. So we do need to get back to... in there, but there's no rush. Ah, and that's how we get back up. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Good. Okay, so we've now kind of worked ourselves around here, so that's fine. So this must be, what we're going through is like a variety of like, kind of a mix of Ariane's memories, I guess. That's basically what's going on here. That's what I get for trying to look at shit. Wow, game. Wow. I pressed to walk through the door. Instead, it made me read the sign. I'm pretty sure I was selected on the door as well. That was kind of unlucky. Damn. Okay, so made our way back down to here. I've used the opportunity to redo stuff to collect the various items I left upstairs, the handgun ammo, the developing tank. There's a photo inside that needs developing. We need to find some fluid to do so. I've also gone and picked up the tower card here as well. And the game also gave me a collection of rifle rounds in one of the rooms that we previously covered. So it definitely seems that if you do die in this game, when you go back for it, it will give you a little bit extra items. So it's almost like a bit of an adaptive difficulty of sorts. It's interesting, but I kind of appreciate it. Right. Gotta do this again. Hold on. Gonna take some damage, because I should have set the ring up high, because I knew it was coming. Fuckers. That's locked. I just need to get out of the room. So much hell about here, right? Use one of those. I'm just going to use them over time as we take little bits of damage. Now, if I don't think I need to use, like, a flare shot, I won't. I'm going to try and be as protective of our inventory as possible, of course. Okay, this appears to take us back up to the apartment, so that's good. Fuck is this? National packet box. Matrix code scanner. I see. We need some kind of like a barcode to get hold of something. Okay, so this room's pretty easy to dodge around, so we need to worry about that. Where does this take us? I bet this takes us back to the main hall. It does. Okay, so that's how we get back up here. That's good. That's very good. I haven't used the blue disc, actually. You know what? While we're here, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go see what was on that blue disc. Although I've grabbed hold of it, I chose not to use it until kind of like it got roughly back to where I was. So let's put the blue disc in and see what that produces. That one. It's a busy inventory. Antenna transmits. Read me. Due to the power rationing, only a limited number of antennas in the grid are powered at a time. So which antennas are currently powered, use the antenna program to triangulate the correct one. Take note of the antenna where the test signal can be heard on both dishes. The translator program enter the antenna number and select the correct sound file to broadcast. What the hell? Okay. I see. I think what we've got to do is we've got to work out how to triangulate these. And there must be a point where we, like, these cross over, I guess? Okay. 1, 2, 5. Let's try this. So if we just keep this on while we switch around, and hopefully as we swing this across, well, eventually we'll get a signal. Here we are. Okay. Now, Rot C is 210. Shut up. Just for a second. So we now set this to 210. And what we're going to do is we're going to swing the other antenna. And I think this is going to triangulate on probably like 43 here. Yeah. Now, I don't know what exact purpose this is solving or going to do for us, but it's something that we clearly need to do. Cool puzzle, by the way. So, we are number... So, to antenna 43, we want the magpie. Send. And so now, if we go back to this... Oh, shit. And I bet if I set this back to 125, it's the same thing. Okay, so now we've got the magpie signal. We can now use that with the box up here. I think that's what we're going to go ahead and do next, is we're going to go ahead and resolve that. Now, these things can actually just be dodged. I found if you just run at the bottom of the room, they just don't seem to realize you're there, which is cool. I know we should be down in the metro doing more stuff down there, but while we're in this neck of the woods, I guess we'll stay up here. Just flare gun all these bastards. So there was some additional rifle rounds like there or something? Alright. Also gives me the chance to grab hold of... I don't have space for that. because I've got this stupid tower card I should have dropped. Ah, fuck it. That doesn't go anywhere. Eventually I'll be back this way, so if we now turn this back on. Another card. Key to the store. Okay. Okay. So this is how we get into the Young Photo Store, which is how we develop the film. Okay. Makes sense. Alright. I think I'm going to very quickly go off screen. I'm going to go drop this off, grab this stuff again, drop this off again, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Oh! I missed this was up here. Huh. Teacher's evaluation of Ariane Young. The girl, without a doubt, is remarkably odd, certainly due to her being raised solely by her mother, rather than the community of good people overseen by a block warden, as is normal these days. Her obsession with paintings, music, and other such nonsense was clearly implanted during her time living in the mountains and that desolate radio outpost. And surely her friendship with those Venezuelan-born Ito sisters also exposed to some of the questionable literature that illegally sold in their parents' bookstores. So, when we saw the flashback memory thingy to the outpost, it wasn't Ariane. It must have been, like, her mother. Probably. And the Ito sisters must have been Issa and Erica. Okay. She does not seem to understand that these distractions are no longer acceptable now that she must partake in the society of our nation like anyone else. Personally, I can only hope military service will beat those frivolous ideas out of her in a way that this school has failed to do so far. I don't think that works. Well, I'm glad I just realised that I was grabbing that button. I was like, oh, hold on a sec, there's a file there. There are a couple of files in this game that are a little bit easy to miss. No doubt about that. A couple of them are a bit tricky. I'd like to think I've not missed any at this point in the game, but it's very possible. Now, while we're here, I've also made the point of grabbing hold of this acetone, because I want to use this on the painting on our left here. You see what I mean? You see what I mean about, like, this game sometimes just throws extra stuff at you? I don't know if it's plot or... I don't know what's going on. Anyways, let's use the damn acetone. We'll take the lover's card. What a shame. Alright, we have to come back and get all this stuff as well. Oh dear. Remember, in the hardest difficulty, this stuff would take inventory spaces as well. Absolute... Don't pick that up, kids. Just do not do it. It's so not worth it. I mean, this game is hard enough as it is. Like, I guess ultimately don't regret picking the hardest difficulty, like survival, but, you know, it means occasionally there's the odd area that's a bit more annoying than it ought to be. But, you know, that's just how it kind of goes. Okay, so I can drop that now. These cards were gradually building up, so they're going to need resolving later on. Here's the photo tank, by the way. And another bit photo. There is writing on the back, which I can't quite read, and the game doesn't quite tell me, but I think it's something to do with the Ariane family. What we'll need to take the store key for. And also, we've got some bits and pieces as well. Let me just quickly go back and grab the stuff here. Oh. Well. Rip all that stuff. If I'd known it was going to do that, I would have grabbed the other stuff first. Well, that's unfortunate. Good to know for the future. Oh, by the way, there's a poster in the center there. Can't look at it right now. Okay. Okay. Oh then. I'm kind of annoyed about that. I don't know. It might have just been like a loose couple of handgun rounds and a big repair patch, but that's a bit annoying to lose that. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so with that being done, just got the keypad to the backyard, and these doors were sealed, or that one? I can't quite recall. I didn't check that on the reload, honestly. It's fine, it's not a big deal. Anyways, so that's the patient key goes in when I get that. This, I think, opens from the other side, so I'm guessing that this will loop up to here. This is like where the studio kind of is. And then we've obviously got the whole bottom area, which I didn't really get much chance to check through again this time. There's more going on down there, I'm sure, so we'll suss it out. Regardless, though, I'm going to have to end this here. I may or may not get a chance to record more of this today. It might have to wait. That's fine. Overall, inventory-wise, we're looking better than we did. I am being a little bit, you know, hesitant to use a ton of my weaponry. But that's just, you know, ingrained on me. Like, I want to save those. I definitely don't want to be using the rifle around here. There's a machine gun we could probably crack out, maybe. We have got these pistol rounds, I should probably take as well. But inventory is a little, you know, it's a little tricky around here. We'll make it work. Anyways, I'll thank you all for watching. And I suppose I'll see you in the next video. Man, this fucking game is something, isn't it?